Samsung might be quietly changing the rules again. Because if this new report out of South Korea is right, the Galaxy S26 isn't showing up when we expected. Instead of the usual early year reveal, Samsung is now aiming for a late February 2026 launch, likely back in San Francisco. And no, this isn't just them shuffling dates on a calendar. This feels like Samsung stepping back, taking a breath, and lining up something much bigger than a normal phone launch. So what exactly is being pushed back? Quite a lot, actually. The Galaxy S26 lineup is shaping up to be a serious upgrade on paper. The base model is expected to land with a 6.3-inch display, while the Ultra stretches all the way to a massive 6.9 inches. Both are rumored to use something called FlexMagic Pixel privacy tech, which basically means AI at the pixel level that makes your screen unreadable to people peeking from the side. It's one of those features you don't think about until you're on a train and suddenly really want it. Under the hood, Samsung is reportedly sticking with its regional split strategy again. Some markets get the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, others get Samsung's brand new 2nm Exynos 2600. Battery-wise, we're looking at around 4,300 mAh on the base model and a chunky 5,200 mAh on the Ultra, with rumors pointing to 60 watts charging on the Ultra that could take you to about 80% in half an hour. Everything runs on One UI 8.5 built on Android 16, with AI basically baked into every corner of the experience. Sounds great, right? But none of that explains why Samsung would delay one of its most important launches of the year. And this is where things get interesting. The first reason is bigger than the S26 itself. Samsung has already confirmed that its futuristic Galaxy Z Trifold is coming to the US in Q1 2026. If Samsung lines that device up with the S26 launch, suddenly this isn't just a phone event anymore. It becomes a statement. This is where our entire ecosystem is going moment. Instead of the S26 feeling like another yearly upgrade, it gets pulled into a much bigger innovation story. The second reason is silicon. Moving to 2nm manufacturing is not a small leap. It's one of the hardest transitions in chip making. Last time around, Samsung reportedly lost hundreds of millions when Exynos yields didn't go as planned, and they had to pivot hard. With the Exynos 2600 freshly announced, they absolutely cannot afford a repeat of that situation. A few extra weeks could be the difference between a smooth global launch and a supply chain headache that follows them all year. And then there's the software. One UI 8.5 is expected to be heavily AI-driven, and that kind of stuff needs serious tuning. Launching too early means risking bugs, performance issues, and half-baked features. By waiting until February, Samsung gives itself more time to polish everything and land on a more stable, mature version of the software instead of rushing it out the door. So, what does this mean for you? Realistically, it means waiting a little longer. A February launch also puts Samsung right in the middle of the Mobile World Congress noise, but it gives them a cleaner, more confident runway for what they're calling a super Unpacked. If you need a phone right now, the S25 lineup is still rock solid. But if you're eyeing the Ultra or you're curious about that Trifold, this delay might actually be a good thing. Honestly, shifting the launch cycle is a bit messy, but I'll take a polished phone in February over a rushed one in January any day. And if Samsung really puts the S26 and the Trifold on the same stage, this could end up being one of their most exciting events in years. Now, I'm curious what you think. Is the delay a smart move, or should Samsung stick to its usual schedule? Drop your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. I'll see you in the next one.